Hello everyone and welcome to my new show, LOLZ and shit. In this show we'll be looking at games from the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 era of gaming. Games from my personal childhood which I nourished and cared for. And also games which I played later on in life which I couldn't get past when I was younger. And today, we're going to look at one of those games. Some of you may know this game. Some of you may know its great legacy. Some of you may have found it incredibly difficult, and you may have thrown it against the wall a couple of times. But then you replayed it. And then you realized, my god, this game is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Metal Gear Solid. Let's play some games. So the game is in, I've got it loaded, and let's play ourselves some Metal Gear Solid. Why won't the X button work? Oh, you gotta use circle. You gotta use circle. Why? Ah well. It still doesn't detract from the fact that this is a great game. The plot goes like this. Solid Snake has been sent to Shadow Moses, a nuclear storage facility where a machine known as Metal Gear Rex is being created. The base has been infiltrated by a terrorist group and Snake's old unit, Foxhound. It is up to you to stop Metal Gear Rex from launching the nukes and stop the mastermind behind this plan.
By the way, it's got a bit of a twist as to who's the main leader.
Now, as much as I love this game, I have to admit there are some slight annoyances. For example, Hideo Kojima, the director of the game, was a very big fan of movies. So, obviously, he wanted to create a game which was more like an interactive movie, you know? The only problem with that is, there are some goddamn long communicator scenes. Oh my god.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you.
Oh well, at least can skip past them. Finally. I think we got to the end of the communicator scene. That's the first 5 minutes. Okay, so the communicator scenes aren't really that bad. They do go over a lot of the game's plot, and a lot of the dialogue in it is very good for the time. This is a time when we had games like Resident Evil. Play the clips.
What is this? Blood. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
So yeah, compared to those games, the dialogue in this is a goddamn masterpiece of writing. Well, let's carry on with the game, shall we? Now, of course, this game came out in 1998, and by that time I was only 2 years old and still wandering around the garden naked.
I think I gave out too much personal information, holy shit.
But when I got to the age of 5 and completed my first game, Resident Evil 2 by the way, I was a pretty fucked up kid. I decided to try my hand at the game my dad was always playing and dying on. By this point thinking myself as the next messiah among gamers, I inserted disc 1 and then died rather rapidly, I'm not gonna lie.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Getting very frustrated, I aborted playing the game until I was about 12, and still couldn't get past the game. It was only about a week ago when I picked up the game again and completed it, but I have to say, oh my god, this game is wonderful! You felt the tension as you move your way through narrow corridors, constantly keeping an eye on that goddamn sonar, looking out for guards and cameras that shoot you. There was just something about it that made you immerse yourself into the game. You couldn't just run in guns blazing, otherwise you were going to fucking die, and hear that constant game over sound of
Snake! What happened? Snake!
I
Snake!
encourage you not to die, or you were going to throw your PlayStation into a blast furnace. But that's if you have one, or you just threw your controller at the wall or some shit. Well, I did find the controls difficult at times. I shortly got used to them and was on my way, sneaking through ventilation shafts, hiding under boxes, and breaking people's necks while they took a piss. Another addition to the game which I feel is absolutely fantastic is the boss battles. Not only do they have different ways of killing you, and you have to work out what to fucking do, they each have their own independent personalities, which I loved. You felt sorry for them at times, in fact. Most of the bosses had more character and personality in their short segments than a lot of modern day video game characters have through their entire plots. My personal favourite of these has to be Psycho Mantis, who not only breaks the fourth wall, but you also deeply sympathise with him when you do finally beat him. So the question is, do I think this is a good game? Yes, it is a very good game, with very good graphics and a very good storyline. The dialogue is excellent, minus a few hitches here and there. But I would seriously recommend buying this game if you're really into the PS1 and also tactical espionage games. However, if you do like the more go in, guns blazing, shoot them up, I recommend staying away from this game. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my first episode of LOLZ and shit, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. LOLZ and shit.